Yeah, Sunay hasn't had a lot of opportunities to open in T20 internationals. The first time I think she did it was against India when they were in India in 2019. And she had been brought up the order. Of course, Dane wasn't there. So I think they're just going to go back to Laura Wolfhard. That's my thinking. The issue then is, of course, the hole that Laura Wolfhard then leaves in that middle order, because she's now carved out something that's very special, because she kind of reinvented herself, and she had to do it if she was going to be part of the T20 international team, because Dane van Niekerk and Lizelle Lee are a brilliant combination at the top of the order for South Africa. It really works well for South Africa. And if they both get going, they score at an excellent rate. But Laura, to stay in the T20 international team, had to reinvent herself, especially after the 2018 T20 World Cup. And she's worked so hard. She's an incredibly disciplined person. She's incredibly disciplined even at her studies as well. Very clever girl as well. Has got medicine on the back burner at the moment. They did say that they were keeping a place for her, but right now the place is within the South African side, of course. So I would think that they might just go back to Laura Wolfhard possibly, because she knows Lizelle Lee. They work really well together. She'll know the conditions also, because she spends some good time at the crease in the one-day internationals. I'm just trying to think of what the other options would be from South Africa's point of view. I mean, something a bit more left field would be maybe Marizanne Cup opening. She's come in at 3 before for South Africa, and it's worked pretty well. I don't know if they would chance that for South Africa. It's just something that would be completely different, and I think it would take the opposition by a bit of surprise too. But I would imagine that Laura Wolfhard would be the name that would stand out. Trisha Chetty, unfortunately, as much as she, for most of her one-day international career, opened the batting, she has struggled with her strike rate. She played a wonderful innings in that third ODI, but it's just the strike rate has been an issue for her. So I'm imagining Lizelle Lee and Laura Wolfhard would open the batting for South Africa.
Yeah, for those who are following South African cricket would know that this is a formidable pair. Those who might have watched the first 3 ODIs might think, what? Really? The best combination? The best understanding? Because twice in the first 2 games, in the series, in the first 2 games, Laura Wolfhard was run out. So
we'll just blame that on Diana Baig, okay? Because she ran her out twice and got her out in the third ODI. So I'm just going to say that it's all around Diana Baig, who's such a brilliant player. I'm going to leave it on her.
If Diana Baig doesn't get you with the ball, she will do with her fielding. But Ananya, coming to you, there's Tasmin Brits, who opened the batting for South Africa in the T20s back in 2019 when they had come to India. Before that, combination didn't work out, and Sune came up the order. So what's your pick? Do you back Sune to open? Because it's really, do I say dangerous to kind of say that Laura might come up, because she has reveled in a spot where very, very few of us, and I'm not one of those few, thought she'd be effective, because someone who takes her time, likes to take her time in a longer format at the top, you'd imagine in the shorter format, she'd take the opening spot, but to come in the middle order and play the way that she did, cover drives, art is, stop those words. But so what's your pick? What do you think in that opening combination going to be?
I mean, like Natalie said, I mean, Laura Wolfhard reinvented herself coming into that T20 World Cup last year. So, I mean, I think logically it would make sense for her to come up the order. She batted at number 3 for Adelaide Strikers in the WBBL as well. And she walked in the first couple of overs on a few occasions. So, I mean, it's not like she hasn't played that role in T20 cricket recently. So, I mean, I don't think it'll worry her too much. And it makes sense logically. I mean, I was kind of thinking of Sune Lee as an option coming up the order, but I guess when you look at the dominance of the pair of Lee and Wolfhard, it's hard to bet against them. You'd want both of them to bat together for as long as possible in any format. I mean, they looked exceptional in the ODIs as well. I think they took on the Pacers. And I think what will work for both of them opening the batting is that Diana Baig and Fatima Sana are both outswingers. Laura Wolfhard loves hitting through the offside. So I think both of them feed her strength, and it just makes sense to have someone like her up the order.